So, you know, we've seen the video. There was a video that we put up on FightHype. You know, Floyd running and then you stretching him out and everything. And I think I remember in the video he made a comment like "Go easy, Alex" or something like that. How did just that come about? The first, you know, where he was kind of like, "Yeah, you can go ahead and do something that you normally do."
I think it was, again, we sat down, we started talking, and I mean, you have to understand, we haven't known each other personally, but we go way back to 99, 98, something like that, when we first, you know, the Diego and him. So we had seen a lot of each other, and of course me being with Manny and him. So we just got to sit down and talk about not only just boxing, but everything that we've done and what I do, and you know, and just he's a very curious person about things. He wants to know things. He wants to know, you know, the changes in this and that, and so I got to sit down and explain what I did in detail, and I think more importantly, I think now that I'm, you know, been here with him for the last few weeks, I can see that there's something that maybe he's looking for to do for maybe longevity. Maybe he's looking past, you know, 48, 49, 50. So things that could help him physically to continue and perform and maybe take his game up a little bit. Was it
a difficult process to just kind of open up that communication just because of the history with the whole Pacquiao?
Oddly enough, no, it wasn't. I mean, Floyd was so, I mean, I think I was more nervous than he was. or I mean, I was maybe a little bit more standoffish than he. I mean, he was right open. Hey, what's up? Boom, planted himself on the couch, and it was just like, it's like we really knew each other for that long. We just started talking. We talked about the history. We talked about, you know, a lot of things. We're talking about, you know, the lawsuit that's going on with Freddie and the things that he said about, you know, about Manny possibly, you know, taking performance-enhancing drugs. And so there was a lot of things that, you know, he knew that I was privy to, and that probably cleared up some things for him, and he definitely cleared up some things for me. So it was about what I could offer, what I could bring, and see if it was something that he might find interest in. You know, again, even some of the basic things that we just started with, he had never done. He says, I mean, I'm 18 years, I haven't even done a basic stretch. So, yeah.
That's crazy.
So, but it's gradually going. It's like I said, we're just taking, you know, baby steps forward, you know, from you know, starting new stretches and things like that, and explaining when and why and how, and you know, the different paces and techniques of stretching, like as in before and after training, all the way up to, you know, changing the little things in the diets that he felt that would hopefully give him a little bit more energy and be more efficient as far as when it would complement his training, and especially the amount of the intensity that he has.
Has it again? And I know that this was kind of like the first time you've really seen him train and everything, but when you did see him train, were there things that you maybe saw that you kind of felt like, ooh, you know, I'd love to, you know, offer my advice on this, and then you offered it, or was it more of a case where he would come to you and kind of ask you like, hey, what do you think about this?
From the beginning, I think it was, you know, I told him that it's the same thing like I do anything. I kind of watch you and evaluate you and see if there's something. There's not necessarily anything he's doing wrong, but there's certain things that you could, you know, just sharpen up and it can become more effective, and it, you know, might be a good change in a good way. So when he said, you know, you see something, hey, you know, let me know. Hey, you know, put your input in and see if you like it, and then that's what it did. That's how it started. So it was just, again, it was just slowly getting involved and watching something that I knew that we could just sharpen up a little bit. And then, unfortunately, with only 3 weeks, there was not really a lot I wanted to do. But as far as the changes in the, you know, some of the diets and some of the things the stretching and some of the things that I thought that would help him, especially with the recovery and some of the things leading up to the fight, I thought would definitely, you know, help him out. Hope.
Yeah, he mentioned when he took to the podium, he kind of mentioned the diet and the stretching and this, that, and the other. and I'm going to talk about the fight here in a minute, but were you surprised when he brought up your name when he was on the podium and actually asked you to come up there?
Very surprised. I mean, even sadly enough, dude, I mean, 6 years with Manny, and he never even did something like that. But
6 years?
Yeah.
And he's never.
Wow. Never.
Wow.
But that's, you know, I mean, you don't look for something like that. You don't expect it.
Yeah.
But, you know, I was really surprised. I think because sometimes you don't know if he's really taking in everything that you say. You know, you write these things and you do these things down and you present it to them, and you really don't know what they're going to do with it. So to find out that he, you know, to have him talk to me about it before and prior, what should we do? What's the best way to what things to eat, you know, what to do to get ready for something like that. Because you know, he probably assumed that it could possibly be another battle royal, and it was going to be a more physical thing, and so he wanted to be a little bit more physically prepared. Not only that, but nutritionally. So he didn't want to feel weighted down. He wanted to feel like he had the energy, and so there was going to be some things that we could change in his diet that would hopefully burn more efficiently as fuel than what he had done in the past. So just little things like that, evolving and doing things, changes like that, that I thought he started liking throughout the camp. That I think he was open to.
Right.
That he's adopting more because, as we all know, his diet is crazy. But as crazy as it is, he still needs to have more because of the way he trains.